We are going to talk about moral leadership. You know, friends, the world today is passing through a period of transition. From one stage of its social evolution to a higher stage, from one condition to a new condition, and global changes are taking place in every aspect of its life. Actually, transition can be likened to the period of the life of an individual when he's passing from, say, adolescence to adulthood. We can say that the human race collectively has passed through evolutionary stages similar to the stages of infancy and childhood in the life of an individual. It is now in the finishing period of its turbulent adolescence and is approaching its long-awaited maturity. Challenges are many. Therefore, it is in this period that one needs strong values to shape his identity and guide his steps. Friends, we can no longer be happy and content with the passive tolerance of each other's worldviews. That is gone. That period is gone. What is required now is an active search for those common values and moral principles which will lift up the condition of every woman, man, and child, regardless of race, class, religion, or political opinion, hence the need for moral leadership. World Economic Forum has given a very interesting definition of moral leadership. They say that moral leadership is a leadership that is providing values or meaning for people to live by, inspiration to act, and motivation to hold oneself accountable. It says, when you don't see someone stepping up to provide purpose and doing what is best for the greater good, step up. You step up. Leadership is a responsibility. It's also a power not to be taken for granted. In fact, the late author Toni Morrison said that if you have some power, then your job is to empower somebody else. Very interesting. Your best self is when you use your power to lead others. There are, friends, a number of values needed today by a moral leader. These values include, suppose, truthfulness, that is the foundation of all the values, integrity, sincerity, accountability, freedom from prejudices, biases, inclusiveness, fairness towards all, and of course, service to humanity. Now, the leader should be able to control his ego. He should welcome diversity of opinions and perspectives and build consensus and unity. That is the job of moral leader. And as I said before, the foundation of all virtues is, of course, truthfulness. Secondly, moral leaders should be concerned with rendering service to the society rather than promoting his own ideas, his own privileges and interests. So, service should be the real service, should be the key word of the way a leader works. Morality in leadership actually matters. In some countries, the collapse of their entire economy can be traced. Friends, morality in leadership does matter. In some countries, the collapse of their entire economy can be traced to the different forms of government or corporate corruptions, unfortunately. Other leaders have made war to retain political power, to satisfy their ego, or uphold their privilege of a particular tribe or class. And on the local level, immoral leaders have deprived communities of funds for development. Fourth, the adoption of ill-advised policies and stirred ethnic or religious hatred. Friends, hence a new paradigm is required and leadership needs to be redefined. To put it in another way, the primary characteristic of a moral leader must be one who serves the community the most, rather than one who dominates the community the most.